NSK TV. Today we will be reading The Bumble Bear. Once there was a bear called Norman who loved honey. He really loved it, and he always said when it ran out. But getting hold of more honey was always a bit tricky. If only I could be a bee, he sighed. I could have as much honey as I liked. There he is getting chased by bees. And then Norman had a quite amazing and brilliant idea. It was an ordinary morning at bee school. "Hello, bees," said the queen, who was in charge. "We have a new bee at school today." There's the queen bee. There. Can you see the queen bee?
Yeah.
Say where the queen bee is.
There.
Can you see someone skipping? Skipping on a rope. Yeah, good girl. "Ooh," said the little bees. "Everyone say hello to Norman." "Hello," said Norman. "Ooh," said the little bees. Norman's that bear, that naughty bear that wants honey. Well, he's not naughty, but he just wants the honey. "Aren't you a bit big?" asked Amelia, who was a rather clever little bee. "I'm a special bee," said Norman. "I come from a land far away called Giant Bee Land." Said Amelia. But then it was time for lessons to start. There she is talking to the bear. Yeah. Bee school day planner named Norman. They began the day with some painting. Then Norman joined in with the buzzing practice. Before everyone settled down for a nap, the bees showed him all sorts of games during playtime, and Norman was brilliant. And then it was time to go home. Bee school is amazing, though Norman. He couldn't wait to come back the next day. The next morning was even better. Norman was very good at finding smelly flowers. The bees really liked him. He was so funny and friendly. He always tried his best. Even during flying lessons, he was so funny and friendly. He always tried his best. After lunch, the bees learned how to chase away anyone who comes after their honey, like spiders, mice, toads or bears. Amelia still felt there was something a bit odd about Norman. She tried to work out what it was. Gasp! That says upside down. "Bears steal honey, smell bad, roar lots." That's what it says upside down, the bear. Amelia told the other bees what she had found out, but they didn't believe her. "Of course Norman's a bee," they said. "Just look at him. He is not a bee, and I shall prove it, said Amelia. She took Norman to the bees' secret honey store. Well then, he saw, when he saw all that honey, Norman just couldn't help himself. Honey, 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 honey. It says honey everywhere there. That's him seeing the honey. After all, he really, really loved honey. See, Norman isn't a bee, he's a bear, said Amelia. What the jiggins, gasped all the little bees. Said Norman. He was asked to leave bee school at once. With Norman gone, things were quite quiet at bee school. Norman was such a funny bee, sighed the bees. Norman was such a buzzy bee, sighed Amelia. Norman was a naughty bear, said the Queen, as bee school is no place for bears. But later that night, the bees heard a loud crash and dibble, roar. Oh no, they cried, it's a bear! And a bear was big and nasty, trampled all over to bee school to grab the hive and start to shake it. The bees tumbled out in a panic. They tried to chase the bear away, but it was just too big, too bad. But then, I think Norman's gonna come because that looks like Norman up there. After fearsome, buzzing bees burst through the trees. Buzz, eek, squealed the bear. It's a giant bee! And it ran away as fast as it could. The bees were saved. Norman was a hero. Honey, they all gave him a big pot of honey, and the Queen presented him with a special award. You definitely aren't a bee, said the Queen, but you are a lonely bear. You are, I think, a bumble bear. And that's the end of the story. Hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Bye. Bye.